Hello, this is Jeremiah Reed. I'm the author of Mental Wealth, and you are listening to the PreGame podcast. Next!
All right, listen to Season 4, Episode 48 of the PreGame podcast. We got a special guest. Shout out to J. Reed, Jeremiah Reed.
Hey, shout out.
Mental wealth in the building.
Round of applause.
We're trying to educate y'all again, man, for sure. Round of applause for J. Reed.
Appreciate you.
It's a big deal. This is also, another GH moment as we continue to use this platform as the avenue to put y'all on some shit y'all should know anyway.
That's condescending.
It's not really.
You niggas need to know about this. We shouldn't have to teach you.
That's what you just said.
That's not what I meant.
Okay.
I thought it was a GH type thing you were doing.
Me too. That's not what I meant at all. But I'm saying, though, y'all should know about mental wealth already.
I like Amir and we're on the same page. It's fun. Oh, wait. We should introduce him first.
For sure.
Tell me where to find him at. Where can we find you at, bro?
Hey, first I want to say shout out. Thanks for having me on the show. Appreciate all of y'all. Really, I'm everywhere. So it's very simple. JeremiahReed.com. You can get it. My book, learn about my coaching programs, mental wealth challenges, all on the website. If you follow me on social media, it's mental_wealth_coach, and that's on Facebook and Instagram.
You got Twitter?
Let's go.
Yeah, Twitter is real simple again. Mental wealth. Long thing you got to remember. Mental wealth. You'll find me.
That's very important. All right, now let's get into the pregame pop quiz. What you got?
All right, I'm going to ask the same question I asked Drew because I think it's just a good book nigga question. If you could have anybody to narrate your book for the audio book.
That's the question I asked.
I asked that.
No. Go back and check it.
Am I lying?
I don't know.
Possibly. He always asks a question just like that, though.
No.
And that's what I was going to ask the same question today, too. Thanks.
Oh, well, anyway. If you have anybody narrate your book for the audio book, who would it be?
I'm kind of torn. I think women sound better on audiobooks. A nice, good voice. I'd probably pick my wife. But if it was a dude,
cute.
I don't know. I need somebody funny, entertaining. Probably.
For sure. I might.
For real.
Hey, man, I do what I could, do what I can on there.
Audiobooks might be the bag.
If anybody's gonna champion you, it's going to be DJ Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Indeed.
You're at my eulogy whenever it happens.
I'm not doing that.
Okay.
When they read my will and it says you, are you gonna say no?
You're gonna say no.
Bars.
Can't do it. It's his last wish. Why would you do this?
I don't know, bro. That'd be tough for me.
I don't know.
But hey, man, but let's get that going. I'm down.
Okay. So let's say you want to step back behind the scenes and you need a face for your book, for your business. Who would you want that to be?
Oh, that's what I asked.
Yes.
Okay.
It'll definitely be my son face, Noah.
Okay.
Out the gate. Yeah.
I love these family-oriented answers.
Indeed.
He's touching all bases right now.
I fuck with this.
Indeed.
I fuck with this a lot.
And that way you don't have to dish out too much of the money because
Hey, hire my son as a model. Keep
Yeah.
the money, right off $12,000.
There you
That's
go.
how you do
it's
it.
easy.
That's tight. For me, I know you into sneakers, man. Favorite Jordan of all time and why? If there's a Jordan that has a particular story, like is there a story involved in a favorite Jordan? That's what I want to know.
Raging Bull 5s, suede joints. Back when I was in high school, I really wanted them.
I did too.
I thought I wasn't gonna get them,
I didn't.
and my mama popped out with them for me. And I know that was a long thing for her to do because she didn't even have a job, so she really did what she had to do to make sure I got those.
That's tight. They come back out
because when you crossed on your table, the Defining Moment 6-pack was there too.
Yeah, that was sweet too.
Niggas was going crazy with the
Jay Reed out here, man.
We was walking through the tables. I was like, hold on, no.
It's kind of gifts they giving out
the
there.
Defining Moment pack just sitting there. It was all pristine and set up nice.
Jay
Having
Reed
shoes on
legend,
on your throwback table was tight.
Can't relate.
Shout out to E. Gray.
For sure.
Can't relate.
That's tight.
A question.
Yep.
What's the theme song in your life?
That's actually solid.
When did you fall in love with hip hop?
I don't know. Let me
tough,
think
ain't
about it. Yeah, it's real tough.
Good question, my brother.
I don't have one either. I'm thinking of one for myself. I don't have one.
I don't think most of us do off the top of our head. That's a tough one.
Yeah, that's real tough, bro. I like a lot of different music too.
Yeah.
If I had to just take a little guess,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Probably I'm a lover boy.
That's fine.
I'll go with All My Life. Yeah.
By
Casey and JoJo.
Casey and
There
JoJo.
you go.
Okay.
Bye.
I like that.
I think I do nigga. We
Oh
made
yeah.
it.
You would do nigga. We made it.
I did.
Oh, you said
did.
nigga we made it or never would have made it?
Nigga.
He said never we would have made it.
Wow.
Nigga.
Nigga we made it.
They're both important though. Never ending.
Okay.
In their
Indeed.
own ways.
Let's move on, man. Let's get into the interview. I'm so happy to get another round of applause for Jay Reed, Mental Wealth. Make sure you get that, cop that right now. It's out everywhere. Make that happen. So first and foremost, why should people, even though I already know, but why should people go ahead and make sure they purchase Mental Wealth, man?
Mental Wealth is a different type of financial literacy book. Before you can even get to knowing anything about any type of numbers, balancing, budgets, it's all about your mindset. I wrote the book because I felt like the people who were in the marketplace jumped straight into the numbers, but no one took the time to address the real issue at heart, and that was your financial mindset.
I was going to mention that because I read the book and I was looking for the number stuff, but they weren't there. It was definitely more like everything but the numbers.
Yep, everything but
So
the
that was
numbers.
on purpose. Okay, cool.
Yep, that was on purpose.
So part 2 on the way.
Yep, definitely
Yes,
part
sir.
2. Workbook. Shout out to the teachers, educators. But yeah, I really want to get people focused on their mindset, just seeing things a different way and really seeing how they can come through certain situations in their life and be financially successful.
That's real. We all need that for sure. Why did you decide to write it? I know you got a very unique story, man. Can you go ahead and go into that story? But why was it important for you to write Mental Wealth?
I always wanted to share my story. Maybe had a little bit of insecurities regarding like you can't write a book. There's not a lot of people that I grew up with that actually wrote a book. We used to mixtapes, CDs, letters to girls. But
DVDs, loose squares.
Nobody ever writes a book though. But I felt like once I went through what I went through, this was a story worth putting on paper and sharing to the world. And so I was like, I got to do it.
That's good. Can we hear that story?
Yeah, for sure, man.
He
When I
said,
was-
nah, it's in the book.
Read
the book.
I get a free game. It's right in the beginning. But really, when I was in Gary and I was hooping, man, and I shattered my arm, it was like I was really broke, like hurting, in pain, bank account low, and I'm off work for like 6 months. I didn't know what I was going to do. Then I was like, bro, I got to stop messing around. Like, no way this can be my story. So it kind of spiraled into the book, into the principles, and then here we are now. That's how Mental Wealth was born.
That's good. Now you also, and maybe I asked the wrong question, so I suck. But you also were in a lot of debt, and I think that's probably something we can all relate to. Anybody listen to the Pregame podcast relate to. Debt is real, and if you're not in debt, and
Congratulations.
you're not white.
Salute to you.
Salute to you. I was more so trying to get to that particular story. 'Cause I feel like that was something that inspired you as well. You were like, man, hold on, I did something amazing with my life. Let me go ahead and share this moment with my community.
So I paid off $210,711 in 4 years and 10 months. And that took a lot of grind and a lot of hustle to get that through. But really, growing up, I didn't have a lot. So when I got a little bit of money, I blew it. So cars, clothes, shoes, nothing is wrong with those things. But it got to be in perspective and proper priorities for your life. And so when I looked up, bro, it was like, dang, I'm in debt almost $250,000.
You got a house worth of debt.
A house worth of debt.
A good
And-
house.
Yeah. And I done had everything you can want. But at the end of the day, it was like I can't enjoy none of it because it don't belong to me. I owe Discover. I owe Regions. I owe PNC. I owe Sally Mae. You owe all these people. And so really, your life is a facade. Ain't nothing real.
Damn, that's deep.
Ouch.
My life.
Your
My life is
a
not real yet.
facade.
I'm living a fucking fantasy.
Making my shit a reality show for real. crazy.
I am a TV sitcom right now.
Syndicated. My shit syndicated. It's been years. You know
Some
what I'm
reruns.
saying?
I keep doing the same
Oh,
thing.
man.
Nah, man. But everybody's journey is their journey. That's what I'm big on. And that was the part of like mental wealth and really understanding the whole financial mindset. What I'm teaching, you can apply to your life and to your journey. It ain't no cookie cutter process
Right.
for you to get from A to Z. It's going to be some turns. It's going to be some loops. You're going to have some good moments. You're going to have some bad moments. But the principles should stay the same.
Yeah, because to keep it a band, I saw the post on Instagram. I was like, damn, that's tight. J. Reed Salon paid their house off. How you do that so fast? I thought it was your house.
Yeah, bro. No, it wasn't the crib, bro. It wasn't the crib.
I thought he paid the crib off.
Yeah, it was definitely everything else, which is crazy.
That's crazy, but pick up mental wealth to figure out how you can do that shit. Tell me right now. Contact Jay Reed immediately. So we talked to the AOs, we talked to Hollis, and I know you're definitely of that particular mode as well when it comes to financial literacy at a very young age. You understand the game and how it works. Why is it important? I'm asking you now, why is it so important for the black community, for our people, to really become better with their finances?
First, I just want to shout out and say, like, it's okay. Nobody learned this in school. So if you're not where you're supposed to be right now, it's all right. Like, embrace it. Like, you don't got to feel bad. You don't got to be feeling guilty like, damn, I'm broke, or damn, they making fun of me. Nah, everybody in the same boat. So, like,
they be talking about me, man.
It's hard, man. But nah, for real. At that point, once you understand, like, this wasn't taught to me, now it's like, okay, what can I do to learn? We live in an information age. It's literally financial literacy everywhere. And before you get into the X's and O's of the numbers, you got to go back to the mindset. How to make a plan. What's your purpose? The people you surround yourself with. Are they good influence, bad influence? How to be persistent, never give up, and pray and stand in constant communication. Being grateful for who you are. You know what I mean? It's all those things put together.
And those are the 5 P's from the book, right?
Yep, those are 5 P's. And so once you get that solid foundation, I know it's a lot of fathers in here. Shout out to the dads. You can then raise your kids to be comfortable who they are, how much they got, just because they living better than what you was. It's okay. They don't got to struggle and restart the process that you went through to have the right financial mindset growing up.
That's real, man. Make sure y'all cop mental wealth. I want to go ahead and segue into a question I had on there. So you are a father of 3.
Yep.
And I want to know, like, what are some practices or some strategies that you use with your kids already that fit into the 5 Ps? What are some things that parents listening right now can start doing with their kids early on?
Yeah, so a couple things. So with my daughter, she the oldest. She 10. So I stopped giving her an allowance. Like, I don't do that. It's like, I tell you to do something, I'll pay you right then and there. It's like instant gratification. So if she washed the dishes, she getting cashed out right there. But she don't got to wait till like Friday or, Saturday to get paid. So she understands now, if I want X, like a new iPad, I'm going to have to do this 20 times to get this. So having that mentality teaches her, like, okay, I got to go out here and hustle.
Now, let me butt in real quick. Because I want to know, like, how much is she getting for the dishes?
The most she did, like, washing the windows is like $3. Dishes like $1 or $2.
Washing the windows, like,
well, she ain't getting no iPad till she's 14.
But look though, check this out. This is the thing.
Help me out.
So look, if she doing the dishes, cleaning the windows,
that's $4.
Scrubbing the floor.
But listen,
wiping the baseboards.
This is every day.
It's daily though.
You gotta wash the windows every day.
She can.
She can if she wants to.
Okay,
I let her know there's no limits.
That's fair.
So if she come to me and be like, look, Dad, I done did 30 things this week. I gotta cash her out.
That's tight.
Okay, you know what? Okay.
I never ever
That's
got
tight.
paid for cleaning up nothing.
Now what she start? Now hold on, Jerry. What she start running the business? So now her friend come over, and she like, all right, hey man, shit, you do that window, I do this window.
I'm gonna cut you in.
hey, she actually did that before.
She hustling.
And I had to pay the other girl like $2. She helped out.
No, you should call the other girl Dad. Like, hey,
guess what? Sarah cleaned some windows today. Send us some bread.
So look, I'm gonna tell you the principle behind this. So like, we grow up and we get on salaries, right? And when you get on salaries, you get comfortable, and you like, dang. But the successful people in the world all went through sales. They know how to sell themselves or sell products. So by doing this, she can understand she can make more instead of just doing, hey, these are 5 things you got to do. I'm going to give you $10 at the end of the week. No, it's like, I know how to monetize each and everything that I do. So that was the learning principle behind doing that.
Man, I'd have been broke in your house.
Man.
Oh yeah,
I'd have been so broke.
You would have been chilling.
Can I please get some bitch? And I know, please. I just want one thing. Right. My birthday coming up. I get that shit then, hopefully.
Nah,
Ooh, I'd have been broke.
I'd have hated you so much.
Because
I met you earlier in life.
For me personally, you'd have to pay me more than $3 to go outside and wash the windows.
Was it the outside windows?
It's not bad though. As a kid,
inside.
Okay.
And when she do the outside, she just spray with the water hose.
How much you give for vacuuming?
$1.
Is it $1 per room?
Huh? No, $1 downstairs, $1 upstairs.
God, dog, I'm fucked. Hey, I was a vacuum king.
This
I'll
nigga
take the
said,
vacuum.
God dog, I'm fucked.
Hey, I take the vacuum.
That's the weirdest censorship I've ever heard of my
I
life.
take the vacuum, do a line, pick that motherfucker up, do the next line. We had the carpet in the nigga. Hey,
It's a lot of open space on your invoice at the end of the week. Like,
Right.
how much I make this week, Dad?
Well, Reed, you made a grand total of
You got-
$1.75.
You got $6, this month. You vacuum.
That's
Couple
tight
times.
though, man. That's just a different perspective. That,
It
I've
is
never
tight.
thought about
It is
that
tight.
before.
My
I'm
parents
definitely
is on
gonna apply
bullshit.
some of that.
My dad
Yeah.
tried to do a thing where he would like hide money underneath stuff that need to be clean. And if you clean it, you will find it. But we just started like,
Yeah, let's
Dad, let's
Thanks,
talk.
Dad.
that lasted all of a week.
Oh man, that's funny.
Hey.
It became a treasure hunt.
Check under mom's big plant. It's always money under that motherfucker.
are you docking pay for anything?
Nah. So really, if she don't work, she don't. You know what I mean?
She don't eat.
You don't work, you don't eat, you don't grind, you don't shine around this motherfucker.
Nah. But another cool principle we do too, and I started doing this with Noah. He's about to turn 3, but we just say what we thankful for, like gratitude. So that way it breaks the whole of like how much stuff like owns you. So like, hey, you thankful for that? That's great. Next week, tell me something new you thankful for, just so they can keep that on their mind. Because she'll never grow up the way I did. She will never be like in the hood or anything like that. So she needs to understand that everything she has now is a blessing.
That's
so
facts.
we go through
Big
like,
facts.
That's
These
important.
kids is ungrateful.
Whoa, yeah.
Oh,
And I know faith plays a major role in your life. I'm sure that it also plays a major role in how you approach mental wealth. I know that's in the book. Can you just explain that and talk about why that's such a constant and how that's helped you grow over these years?
Yeah, definitely. So major shout out to God. He's really the source for everything that I do, whether it's the energy, whether it's the thoughts, whether it's the ideas, the creativity. He gives me everything. And so I look at mental wealth as a way to give him glory and to share my story to the world so people can know about him. And when you're talking about God, I know a lot of people go back and forth, might not believe or whatever. So I don't really entertain that part of it. I just share my story. And if you can't relate, I'm sorry. If you do relate, I'm glad you found a piece of it that you can hold on to. But for me, God was major. Like I put that in the book, like me just praying to him and asking for, direction. Things was coming together for me. I call it a modern day miracle. Some people call it luck, but for me, it worked out. And I hope, through every your spiritual journey, you can find a way for God to speak to you.
That's real, man. That's real. Shout out to God.
the big homie.
Love
Indeed.
you, God.
Yeah.
Was also interesting about your promo run for me is that you are doing the best you can to tap into many different things. So you got a book club that's just getting started. You also have no problem getting on a Zoom call and letting people know about financial literacy. On top of that, you got even a whole program dedicated to making sure that people get better and do better by following the 5 Ps. Why do you think it's so important for you to strategize in that way? Where you like, man, look, if I got an idea, I'm doing it.
Yeah, man. So remember, your journey is your journey. So everybody in different places. So I'm trying to meet people where they are across the board. Whether it's introduction through a book club, coming on Zoom, me partnering with somebody else, working one-on-one with you. Maybe you're not ready. So maybe I created a course on teachables. Maybe I just send that to you.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is to just get an introduction, I'm all for. Because I know everybody not going to relate to me in the same way. And so the more ways I can be productive and creative, the better.
Gotcha. That's real. How can I know this is an important question, man? I know we got a lot of creative listen to the PreGame podcast, a lot of entrepreneurs. We're a small business ourselves. What can we take out of mental wealth to ensure that we grow?
Yeah, for
as
sure.
people?
I think you guys already do it, but really understanding the purpose behind why did you guys create the podcast and keeping that in front at all times. Because as you continue to grow, it's going to be different things for you to try, people you probably can collaborate with, but you never want to change your core vision of why you started what you started. As long as you remember that, that'll be fuel for you to continue to grow. So that's huge for me, is understanding that purpose. And then the other piece too is people. Like you guys as a group, great friendship, great bond. And so you got to remember, as long as you got each other back, everything else going to be cool. Because I'm big with that in my book. Sometimes you can be around the wrong people and you get negative results. You be around the right people, you get positive results. So just making sure that y'all stay as close as possible on this journey to growing the Pregame podcast is really going to be major for your success.
That's real.
How do you so how would you define what you do? Because you're not like a financial advisor per se. Like, you're not going to tell you to go look at these stocks and what bonds to get into. Like, what is it that what lane do you feel like you fit into?
I really help people understand, probably like a financial therapist. Like, I help people understand where they are, where they need to be, kind of renew their mind to like some truth and reality and build confidence in people. Because a lot of people are broken, whether it's their financial situation, how they grew up, or the stress they got from, being in debt. I kind of help people break those bondage, those chains, and kind of just have a new mindset. Really, that's what it's all about how to win with money.
That's real, man. As you continue on this journey, man, you're extremely intelligent. The sky's the limit for you. The sky's the limit for mental wealth as well. What is that mountaintop experience, though? Like that moment where you like, yo, I made it. I'm here. I did all I could.
We made it.
Yeah, man. I imagine me in front of 1 million people, all my closest friends and family in the background, me delivering a speech, getting a standing ovation. After it's over with, we go to dinner. I give a toast to everybody that's there, and I bless everybody with 20,000.
Where we eating?
Damn, okay.
On the love.
Where you eating?
Where we eating at?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
What's your favorite food?
My mama gonna cook the food.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of
at a banquet hall.
Speaking of people, though, so who are some people that you feel like helped you along the way
Inspired
to get
you.
to this point? Maybe not even so much inspired, but like just for your personal, just to get from where you shattered your elbow, you realized what was going on to this point today. What are the people that you feel like helped you along the way?
Definitely shout out to my mama, my grandmother. They were there from the beginning. They like day ones. My wife, number one, she stood by me through it all. When I was broke, when I was rich, she was always there. Also, too, Mark. When I saw Mark wrote his book, that was like a source of inspiration for me. And I was like, okay, it can be done. I know
That nigga can do it. I know I'm playing.
No, not even like on that. Like
Kidding.
I hit Mark up.
Joking.
He be on that.
Yeah, I see. It's cool though. But no, I hit Mark up, and then he, gave me some game, and I was like, all right, cool, I respect that. And so that just allowed me to kind of get focused and then really lock in. So shout out to Mark, and then also to my brother David Macon.
Shout out to Dave.
Yeah, that's my guy.
What up, Dave?
Helped me out on some marketing stuff.
Yeah, man.
At night, just talking through it,
Talented.
for sure. And then my other guy, Brian Johnson. He from Cal City too, actually.
Real nigga. I don't even know
the
you.
cow.
Yeah. He a good dude, man. He definitely.
So nothing like this. He a real nigga. Like, he ain't nothing like this.
Nothing like this guy.
You know what I'm saying? Can't be rude things.
Nah, man. So this is the important part about Brian, man. I wrote a book called Heads Up, and I showed it to him. He was the first person to see it, and he was like, "Bro, this story sucked." He was like,
So he's like me. Real nigga.
and so he was like, "This ain't the story you want to share out the gate."
This ain't it, dog.
And I was like, appreciate that honesty. And then that's what led to Mental Wealth. And that was about 3 years ago. So shout out to Brian.
That's real.
What was the premise of Heads Up?
Heads Up was kind of like it was a business book. It was a business book on like how black people can make it through corporate America.
Oh, man, niggas need that.
Maybe it just wasn't good.
Run that next.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Refine it.
Yeah, I'll check it back out. But yeah,
Yeah, we need that.
Brian was like,
'Cause
nah,
it's
this
tough out
ain't
here.
it. This ain't it. This ain't the story right now.
Got you. I feel it.
But it might be down the line. I don't know.
Yeah, it's everything got timing. That might not
Yeah,
have been first.
Indeed. What advice you have for someone who wants to be an author?
Bro, so I learned a lot. So I did my book with a publisher. So first of all, you got to understand who you getting in business with. Don't get too happy just because you're writing a book. You need to make sure you read the contract. You got to make sure the deal is good. Don't want no Suge Knight deals.
So, did not sign the 360.
Birdman Publishing.
It's crazy. It's crazy out here. Everybody out to eat. So you just got to remember to protect your royalties. But first thing you got to do is really buckle down. It's like 3 kind of writers. You can be an episodic writer. This is a person who just get a random thought and write it down, right? That was me when I wrote my book. Then you got the people who are disciplined writers, where they say for an hour a day, I'm going to write. That was Mark. Mark told me that, but I couldn't do it. I tried. I sucked at it. So, and then the last one is like, give yourself a timeline. Like, I need this done by such and such. And then you either going to get it done or you're not going to get it done. But most of the time, if you're true to yourself, you're going to get it done. So really, the hardest part is just the writing part. And then don't worry about grammar. Don't worry about any of that. You can pay somebody to edit it. And then if you don't got nobody to do it, just find somebody in college. And,
pay them pennies.
But whatever you do, don't just say fuck editing and just put your book out.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that part. Don't do that part. Unless you got a kid's book where it's just like, I like blue skies or something.
Right.
No, edit that
Edit that too.
Yeah.
For sure.
I did have a question as far as writing a book goes. So I'm a J. Cole nigga. I don't really read much. But for yours, it's kind of like, so the way it's written.
He's
what?
not a J. Cole nigga at all.
At all.
Go ahead.
The person.
Shut up.
Okay. So the way the book is written, it kind of reads like it's from your perspective, but it's kind of like a research paper almost. Like you hint back to a lot of things throughout the book. Was that like what your goal was, or was it more to be kind of like a story that was being told, or what was the goal of it?
So I wanted to kind of mix a college style with my life story and kind of like not tell my story from A to Z, but just give you bits and pieces of it. Because I didn't know like what the future was going to be. So I wanted to leave some stuff out that I can repurpose the content later on, whether it's the Mental Wealth Part 2 or the workbook or the audio book with the special, missing chapter that wasn't in the first part. So I left some stuff out on purpose.
That's real, man. Hey, man, shout out to Jay. Let's give him a round of applause for Jay Reed, Mental Wealth, man.
Can I ask a quick question?
Go ahead, bro.
I got one more too.
Yeah. So obviously this 2020 been tough on the entire world. How have you been how did you like navigate through COVID-19 with, I'm sure like the vision you saw for like your rollout for your book was probably way different for all this shit happen. So did you have to switch it up or?
Definitely had to switch it up, man. I wanted to do like a big book launch at Daniel's Vineyard, have everybody through, just have a lot of fun and celebration. But that had to get canceled. I really never really got a chance to do like a book tour, so that is on hold. So just trying to be creative as possible. I did line up a speaking engagement though back at my old high school in EC.
That's tight.
That's tight.
So yeah, that'll be happening.
Shout out to EC.
Yeah, shout out to Central. So just moving a little bit differently. As far as the financial thing, luckily I saved up a lot of money just to make sure this happened. So I had to spend a lot more on technology, doing a couple things, but that was cool.
Okay, we have to wrap up. So I asked one more. I had a couple more, but what's one thing you've been able to do since you've been able to get that financial freedom that you weren't able to do prior to it? What was like one celebratory thing you did after you were free of debt?
Man, so like, it's crazy. I always told myself when I was debt free, I was gonna like ball out and go on this huge vacation, right? And I paid for it. COVID hit, and then it took me like 6 months to get my money back from the insurance company. So that kind of left a bittersweet taste in my mouth. But when things get back normal, definitely taking the family out to Aruba. We all going to Aruba.
That's
like
tight,
Damn,
man.
Southwest on the list. Southwest.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
The whole
Like if I was
family.
debt free, I would be like Dave Chappelle with the money. Like, touching my shit.
For sure.
This mine.
But yeah, definitely got all my kids' college funds, got those maxed out. So yeah, it's going good.
That's tight. That's tight, Jay Reed. I'm proud of you, man. Another round of applause for Jay Reed. Make sure y'all go grab Mental Wealth, man. It's all about your mindset in regards to financial literacy. For those that don't know, Jay Reed was valedictorian of his class. Jay Reed is awesome, man. I met Jay Reed when I was a senior in high school, and we both went to the Hudson and Holland trip. It was like a trip you could take when you were a senior in high school in Indiana. He was on there. Shout out to Madeline. Madeline was on that trip.
Low.
Mark and I went, man. And even at that point, I knew that he was special, man. I knew that he was a big deal. You know what I'm saying? He's proud of EC for real. He's a legend. If you do not know Jay Reed, make sure you get to know him. Make sure you get to know Mental Wealth. We appreciate you coming through, bro. Love you, proud of you, man. That's it. That's all I got. Round of applause, man. Round of applause.
One more time, man. Tell them where they can find you at.
So, yeah, definitely go to jeremiahreed.com. Just in case y'all know how to spell my name, it's JEREMIAHREED.com. jeremiahreed.com. There you can find my links to all my social media. You can get a copy of the book. You can sign up for financial coaching. You can also sign up for the free Mental Wealth Challenge.
Do that shit right now.
Yeah, do
Stop
it right
playing.
now.
Let's
Hit
move
that
on.
button. I know you broke, but it's all right.
I am.
Your broke ass mind.
All right, let's move on.
No, man.
Next.
Next.